Always remind yourself that it could have been
worse if not for God.
by Apostle Israel Williams. In the midst of life's trials and tribulations, it is imperative that we never forget just how fortunate we are to have God by our side. As Apostle Israel Williams wisely advises, we must constantly remind ourselves that things could have turned out far worse had it not been for the divine intervention of our Heavenly Father. Life is riddled with countless challenges that test the very fabric of our being. It is during these moments that we might feel overwhelmed by despair, struggling to find the strength to carry on. Yet when we take a step back and reflect on our journey thus far, we can see the hand of God guiding us through the darkest of times. Without God's infinite mercy, where would we be? We must acknowledge that every success we have achieved, every obstacle we have overcome, and every blessing that has been bestowed upon us is a result of His divine grace. Our lives could have taken a dramatically different turn, leading us down paths of sorrow, pain, and despair. But thanks to God's unwavering love, we have been spared from a fate that could have been far worse. When faced with adversity, Apostle Israel Williams encourages us to dwell not on what could have been, but rather on what has been prevented. It is through this perspective that we can find solace and strength to carry on. In those moments of doubt and uncertainty, let us remember the countless times God has intervened and saved us from harm's way. Moreover, Apostle Israel Williams reminds us that God's presence in our lives is a constant source of protection and guidance. He is our unfailing shield, shielding us from dangers seen and unseen. In times of hardship, God is there, leaning down from the heavens to offer us His comforting hand, gently guiding us forward. So, my dear brothers and sisters, let us pause and reflect on the incredible blessings we have received through God's grace. Let us always remind ourselves that it could have been worse if not for God. With this knowledge in our hearts, we can face any trial, knowing that we are never alone and that the worst case scenarios have been averted by our loving Father above.